All right, looks good. We'll look. Ooh, wait. There we go. So it goes up to there. All right, cool. Let's see here. Wait, why does it say something different? Refresh. There we go. What's going on, you guys? Hey, how you doing? So we got the Discord open right now. I'm going to wait for everybody to get in here. Let's see here. Toaster roast time is enabled. If you don't know what toaster roast is, I go on the Discord. The Discord has people's gear there, guitars, drums, basses, amps, pedals, stuff like that. If you want to learn about them, you're more than welcome to. If you have a serious question and you need an answer, you can send $1. Let's keep it rolling. Who's all in here? Everybody say hi. I don't see all the people that are in here. Just want to make sure I know who's who. All right. I see Meteora, hello. Maladroit, hello. We got Starry, how you doing? Rachel's in here. Peyton's in here, looks like it. Zach's in here, how you doing? Fuzz Driver, I think this is you, buddy. You're coming up really soon. All right, everybody. The chat window down here is not shown up yet, so we're gonna wait just a moment for the chat window to generate everybody's text. So Starry says, just so you know, I'm Sanyati. You guys are so funny. Can we talk about something real quick before we get into this? Every time I see somebody on one service, they have a different name that's completely different. They'll have one name, they'll be like John. And they're like, hey, I'm John. And then I'll get on YouTube. And like, my name is now Frank. It's like, why? And then Frank becomes, now I'm Pokemon fan on Twitch. And it's like, what? I'm Pokemon fan on Twitch now. And it's like, okay. Good to hear. And then, yeah, but they're all the same person. Yeah, Rachel's like, I'm just going to use my name. Or I assume that's your name. But yeah, I use the same username for a lot of stuff. But that being said, I get it, but there'll be people that'll be like, hey, it's me. I have a different username now. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. It's pretty funny. Fuzz Driver, you're just Fuzz Driver? That makes sense. It's good policy to have. Just for familiarity. All right, we got the chat window. All right, I knew this was going to happen. Multi-chat's got to go a little bit. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Hold on. Multi-chat. I want to move multi-chat above. Now the multi-chat. Wait, what? How come that's not in front of this? This should be in front now. Why is that behind? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. All right, I'm going to make myself smaller real quick. There we go. All right, so now I'll be able to point at stuff. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. So I can reach here. All right, we got the chat window now. If you're just joining us, my name is Patrick Gnarly. We're going to be doing a toast or roast of everyone's equipment. And then we're going to try and do something where I look at other stuff. So we'll see what I can do. We'll get a reaction. Pat reacts is basically what's going on. All right, everybody, if you have a question, remember, you got to send $1, $1, and I will answer it for you. If you do not, I'm just going to be going rapid fire here. All right, Fuzz, you're up first. Let's get this rolling, shall we? Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, let's do this. So we got a orange wood. I've never seen this guitar, actually. I think I've seen these before. Orange wood, is that what it's called? I can't see the title too much up here. It's kind of hard to read it. Orange wood, is that what it's called? Orange wood? I can't really see it. Yeah, I can't really zoom in either. It looks okay. It looks like it's mahogany. Kind of hard to tell. Usually mahogany has ribbons. It's orange wood. That's what it's called. Okay. Yeah. Usually. Wait. How do you know, Bug? You got one of those? Anyways, usually with mahogany, you'll see ribbons. What they call ribbons of the mahogany. I don't have a mahogany acoustic. Usually you can see now acoustic's really good. But yeah, you'll usually see ribbons. But I've never played one of these. Not that I remember. But that be... Oh, you do own one? Okay. I was like, this isn't yours, though. So I don't know how to judge it. But if it's mahogany, usually mahogany's pretty okay as an acoustic. Did you ever notice how a lot of acoustics have the same kind of top wood? Usually acoustics have like this wood with very large grain that's really long. Here, let me see if I can get this close enough. See how you can see how streaky that is? Typically what happens with acoustics is they use spruce, like pianos. Most pianos are made out of spruce because the way that the wood is so loud and clear, it vibrates really easily. Usually solid spruce is just like ideal for most instruments. For some reason, that's the one that works. Rubber comes from rubber trees. Mahogany is really good for furniture. Pine has a lot of structure to it. So a lot of things are made out of pine, but not a lot of instruments. Spruce for acoustic. That's what it is. It's solid top mahogany. I had a feeling. All right, there you go. But yeah, typically mahogany has like this kind of dark, almost purple, like dark color to it. It's really beautiful. Well, when you stain it and stuff. So it's a composite. Composite usually means plastic. It's probably what's it called? Not composite. What's the compressed wood? I can't remember what it's called. I don't know why. What is that called? Compressed wood. What is it called? I can't remember. I should know. It's not like particle board. SPF? Yeah, kind of. It doesn't matter. I'll think of it later. I think composite usually has to do with plastics, though. It's like, no. Hold on. I'll look up a guitar I know is what I'm talking about. 335. Let me see this. All right, here we go. I found another guitar that has the back and sides. Laminates. It's called laminate. It's a laminate back and sides. That's usually what they are. Laminated spruce. It's still made of spruce, but it's, yeah, basically press board, all that stuff. It's just specifically they call it laminate with guitars. But anyways, moving on. Can we get some fire emojis? I think this is a pretty good guitar. I've never played it, but it looks like a smaller body. Does anybody know what the name of a guitar that is a acoustic, that is a standard size acoustic? Let me show you one of them. This guitar, if you look, this guitar's hips down here are way bigger than up here, the shoulders. So if you look at it, this is what's called a dreadnought. Dreadnoughts typically have like a really big body. Now, what's funny is no two brands of dreadnought are exactly the same, but they usually have like a very similar size. So this is a Seagull, and this is their dreadnought, the S6. So if you ever see an acoustic, most likely it's going to be a dreadnought shape. So I'm going to say pretty good toast. I'm going to say unbuttered toast because I've never played one, but it looks okay. It looks fine. As long as it's a solid top. If it's a solid top, that's a good thing. Solid top acoustics are just so much louder and clearer. They're not even that expensive. You can get one for like $300, and that sounds like a lot, but for a guitar that you could use for the rest of your life, it's good. So, anyways, moving on. You know what I could do, actually? Hold on. Maybe we can move some stuff around. Hold on. What if I move this? What if I move this up here, and then I move this down here? That looks better. I think that looks better. I'll make this. Yeah, we'll do this because I can point it. I can be like that. Anyways, all right. So moving on. So that's the orange wood. It looks like a mahogany, a D or not D. Looks like a double O or triple O. Usually the first part is the size of the guitar. And then we have a Stingray. It looks like bass, not a guitar, not a guitar. So, but that being said, love the color. I've played these before. These are great basses. I hear there's a weird issue with the hardware on them sometimes. When I used to work at a guitar shop, oh, I love the picture. Hold on. Can we talk about this? I love this. That is so cool. That looks like the patent for the Strat. That's so cool. But yeah, these basses are great basses, but they tend to have some weird issue. I think it's the tuners. Be careful with the tuners, Fuzz. The tuners tend to have issues, if I remember correctly. Sometimes they get stripped, but it should be okay. Just be careful with them. But yeah, oh, I love it. I love the patent. For those of you who don't know, that picture over on the wall, right over here, that is, I think, the patent for the Fender Stratocaster guitar. Such a great guitar. And then we have a Jazzmaster. Ooh, I love the color. Lake Placid blue. Lake Placid blue. Mine's got the white pickguard and it's a Jaguar, but same idea. That's pretty slick, dude. You have a different tremolo. You have a Strat on there, Strat trem. It's probably more stable anyways. Super toast. Can we get some bread in the Strat, or some bread in the chat? It's the patent for the Strat trem. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, let's get some bread in the chat. Yeah, I wish I could like Jazzmasters. I used to own one. I had an AVRI, the American Vintage Reissue. Really great, well-made guitar, but I just didn't love it. Yeah, I felt like the body on a Jaguar is like the same exact thing, but the idea is that the neck is shorter, and I feel like the body being longer and the neck being a little shorter, it feels right to me. But we gotta get some toast. Is that all the toast you got? Is that all the toast you got? We gotta toast this up. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I think it'd be easier to modify a Jazzmaster than a Jaguar. I think it is. I just prefer Jags. Yeah, look at that color. Can we talk about that color for a second? Lake Placid blue is one of the best colors in the world. I love it. This deep, rich silver. It's like a silvery metallic blue. I love it. Every picture you take of a Lake Placid blue guitar will be different just because of that metallic sparkle. Ironically, I don't like candy apple red, which is like the sister color. It's this color. I don't like it. I hate it enough to where I said, nope, make it black. I want it black, so I put black electric tape over this. So, but that being said, look at that. I think this would look really good with the blocks. Don't you? They had Lake Placid blue with blocks. Oh, so good. We got our first toast of the day. Fiesta Red. I like Fiesta Red. I think Dakota Red is the better color. Dakota Red's good. Is that all the toast you got? All right. But yeah, love this. Look at the strap. We got a matching Fender strap in this super dark, almost like, what is it called? Thalto blue? What is that called? Phthalo blue, dude. Phthalo blue looking strap. Love it. Anyways, we're going to keep going. I love this thing. Jazzmaster, Strat trem, no nonsense. And there's no rhythm circuit either. Looks good. That thing's a rock machine. Just don't let those pickups near anything electric. All right. Ironically. All right, we're going to move on. We got Cloud. If Cloud's in the chat. We got a Schecter with a checker strap. So does anybody know anything about Schecter? It's actually denim. Is it really? Looks good, dude. I like it. Does anyone know anything about Schecter? Schecter is basically a really interesting company. They're an American company. They were in California for a while. I think they used to make like super strats for a while, and then they said, hey, we're going to make our own stuff. What's interesting about Schecters is if you look at it, it has a Strat shape. It has that really good contour, but everything else about it is very Gibson. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. So Fender guitars tend to have what are called bolt-on necks. So there's 4 screws in the back of the neck. They tend to be this kind of curvaceous. This was like space age technology back in the day. No one had ever seen a guitar like this. So there's these 2 cutaways right here. It's offset, and it's got the 6-in-line Strat, like 6 in a row tuners. So this was like brand new technology. Whereas Gibson, what they did is they made everything a little more old school. And if you look, there's no bolts on the neck. See it? There's no bolts here. So it's just glued in. So a lot of these Schecters will be made of the same woods: mahogany, maple cap, rosewood on the fingerboard, this dark wood. So they tend to have a lot of the materials as Gibson, but they have a Fender kind of feel to them. It's really interesting. It's like a marriage between the two. However, I will say this. A lot of people tend to feel that you either go one or the other. If you try to mix them, it's like trying to mix all the soda from a soda fountain. It just becomes like sugar water that's like crazy. There's no like specific flavor. So a lot of people have trouble buying like PRS, Schecter, unless you're like metal, so they appeal to more metal players. That being said, I do like Schecters. I think they play phenomenally. This one I've used. I know this exact guitar. I didn't really like it that much. I'm not going to roast it. I think it's okay. But if you look, see how the neck pickup right up here, there's like a weird kind of thing going on with it. So there's a sustainer in that. It takes 2 9-volt batteries in the back. It sounds cool. It's fun, but they have issues. This specific model. But I will say it's a good color. I like the guitar, but I don't think I would ever buy one of these. Just because they have issues. And the Floyd Rose, that guy right down there, a lot of work. When you change strings on that, good luck. If you go up a gauge or down a gauge, nightmare. So, also, if you're new here, what's going on? My name is Patrick Gnarly. We're talking about gear. We usually do music here. But we're looking through the Discord. There's a free Discord link in my bio. And you get to check out all your stuff. So, anyways, we're going to keep growing. But great guitar. Very well made, except for the sustainer. I think the sustainer has issues sometimes. So I would avoid the ones with the sustainers. They also, like, electrocute your hands. That's not a joke. They have to send, like, an electromagnetic signal into the strings. So you feel it. It's really weird. It's very uncomfortable. So, oh, wait, hold on. I think the chat, was kind of messed up. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, great guitars, but I think if you can get it without the sustainer, the Sustainiac, I think that's better. Anyways, moving on. We have some more guitars here. IDK says that they were modifying this. So this is obviously a Nirvana fan. This is like the Kurt Cobain Jaguar. So we have some pickups that were installed. We got some humbuckers. Look at that red cable coming out. And then we have the 3 pickup selectors. I hate to say this. For my money, I would rather get a custom body than the Squier body and neck. Because if you're going to do all that work, you might as well just get something a little bit better. I used to own a Squier Jaguar. I've enjoyed it for the playability, but it just never sounded right. I changed the pickups, I changed the wiring, I changed the strings, and it just never sounded good. I don't know what it is that they did, but it had some issues. But that's my advice for anybody who wants to like modify their Squiers. I'm telling you, something about getting the body, the wood. I know tonewood's such a controversial topic, but when you do an A/B test, you go back and forth between guitars, you can hear it. I don't know what it is, but it's there. But yeah, if you're going to spend all that money updating it and stuff, you might as well just get one that's just one step up. For example, this guitar, I changed the neck, the bridge pickup, and then I put this pickup selector just like he did. And yeah, I don't know how much money the difference would be, but I'm pretty sure they would have been kind of close, depending on what parts were used. But then again, they might have used cheap Chinese parts, something like that. Who knows? But I don't know. I love that guitar. I'll never sell that. But this looks accurate. This looks really good. But there's another thing about Squier is they don't hide the, you could see that there's like a line here, right here. See, it's stuff like that. And again, it's not horrible, but if you're going to have it, might as well. You know what I mean? This is my take on tonewood, Starry says. It doesn't matter, but it makes your guitar more personal somehow. You attribute certain traits to certain parts of the guitar. That's my experience. Well, let me point something out. This is what's interesting. So let me point this out. This is what's interesting about guitars. So I'm just going to play something real quick. This guitar has the same bridge pickup, same body wood, and very similar strings, the same brand of strings, all that. And then let me know if you have a question. I'm going to play this guitar real quick, and I just want you to listen to it. Again, same wood, same pickups. You know what? Let me play a song real quick. Let me play something that it's like a fair fight. I'll play some chords that are pretty cool. Again, same pickup, same woods, slightly different guitar, obviously. But let's see how different it sounds. Because it should be pretty close considering the same wood, same pickups, right? Wait, that's a little... Do you hear how thin that is? Totally different sound. Again, there's some differences, obviously, between them. But if the wood's the same, the pickups are the same, you know what I mean? The only major difference between those two guitars is this has a Strat trem, that has a Jaguar trem. This is 25.5-inch scale. That's 24. So that's pretty substantial, right? That sounds... Especially same pickup? I don't know. Like tonewood, I don't think it's consistent. I would say that. I don't think tonewood is consistent enough. You have to go by guitar basis. But yeah, it's just weird how that works. And then here, watch this. Same thing, Strat, right? Humbucker, full-size humbucker. We'll play this again. Let me get my other Strat. Different pickups, same woods. These are pretty similar. Totally different pickup. This is a bridge, you know, a thinner style cool rail. It's like, what matters? I don't know what matters anymore. You got to go guitar by guitar basis. Some guitars sound better than others. I don't know. But the Squier I had, it just wasn't cutting it. It had the same pickup as this. So... And here's the other thing, too. Before anybody claims, oh, this guy just doesn't buy cheap stuff, blah, blah, blah. Squier Strat, single coils. Listen to this. It still sounds good. I don't know what to tell you. It still sounds good. Play the guitar. See what you like. I don't know. It's bizarre. That's a single coil. It's not even like a hot rodded bridge pickup. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so that's, I don't know. Make sure your guitar is the way you want it. But maybe this one's going to be perfect. Mine, I didn't enjoy as much, but I'm not going to roast it. So anyways, moving on. We'll keep growing. That's the Kurt Cobain Jaguar, which that's a right-handed one, so that's obviously someone modified that. But it looks great. I like the two-tone sunburst looking thing. Looks cool. So we're going to keep moving on. We got, what is this? Twin Reverb 2. I've actually never seen one of these. Is this from the 80s? Hold on. Twin Reverb 2. Yep, called it. So for some reason, Fender got a little odd in the 80s. Fender Reverb 2. Let me see. Let's learn about the Reverb 2. Is this solid state or something? Is it tube? It looks tube. But what is it? Is this a Kurt Cobain thing? Riviera? Ooh. Hand wire. These were only made in 83 to 86 on our dual channel. Push-pull knobs. Fender Classic cleans. Reverb is almost as iconic as it gets. Okay. So I'm guessing this is when they started to like figure out their like more vintage stylings, because they were trying all sorts of stuff. They were going crazy in this time. Yeah. The 80s and 90s Fender amps, right before the reissue stuff, was very strange. I don't know a lot about the 80s era amps, but I know a little bit about the guitars and stuff. So anyways, I've never used this. It looks cool. I would love to try it. Whose is this? Hold on. This is Crazy On. Crazy On, are you out there? Crazy On, if you're out there, let me know. How do you like this amp? There's a lot of knobs. Let's see what the knobs are. I'm going to look at this other image real quick. Looks like we got, hold on, 2 channels, it looks like. There's a master volume, treble, mid, bass. And then there's a push-pull and the volume, gain, master, treble. And then looks like a reverb. Nope, I don't know. Mids. That's a mid, bass, reverb, and presence. That thing's so many knobs that do similar things. Yeah, I've never used one of these. But I'm guessing it was just an updated twin for the 80s for like distortion. So, but it looks cool. I like it. But I'm not too well versed in the 80s stuff. So, you're confused on amps, Bug? Why? Oh, Lit. Sorry, you sent a question. That's right. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Lit says, how do you feel about classic country music like David Allan Coe and Hank Jr.? I'm going to tell you right now, Lit. The only era of country that I really liked was outlaw country. Like from Johnny Cash. What was it? Hold on. Who am I thinking of? Johnny Paycheck. That guy was great. There's, basically, let me put it this way. Did anybody play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Did anyone play Grand Theft Auto? If you ever want to get into a genre of music, look up Grand Theft Auto's soundtracks in the country, techno, 80s, 90s, all that stuff. It was the best soundtrack, all the greatest music you'll ever hear from those eras. There's no moment. Johnny Paycheck, dude, he's awesome. Always got a lot of great stuff. So, and I've said this for years. There's good music in every genre. You just haven't heard it yet. I can't play any copyrighted music on this stream, but I'm telling you, if you ever say, oh, I hate that genre. No, you hate the genre that you've heard. Because there's great stuff out there, dude. There's great stuff. Trust me. But that being said, you're not going to love all of it. And you're going to gravitate towards what you know and you like. So it's kind of how it goes. But, yeah, don't ever say I hate that genre. Just be like, I haven't heard something good yet. That's usually what I say. Moving on. The Fender Twin. Very cool. I don't know if I'm going to give it a toast, but it's definitely not a roast. So, Tenshi. Ooh, what's this? A Jaguar bass in shell pink with a matching headstock. Can we get some Nada guitars in the chat? Nada guitar! We need like sound effects. Hold on. We need sound effects. Here we go. Nada guitar! Nada guitar! Anyways, but if that was a guitar, I'd be all over it, dude. I'd be all over that. Shell pink's a great color. If it has a mint green pickguard, oh, buddy. But yeah, that's a bass. It has a humbucker, which is very strange. You typically don't see a lot of those, but great color. I like the heater next to it, too. Ooh, that's almost... You know what? Can we get some toast? Can we get some toast in the chat? Starry knew what I was going for. Toast it. I don't care if it's not a guitar. It's a great color. It's a great color. You don't see a lot of pink. That's actually a good-looking pink with a good color. It's cool. It's got the humbucker. That thing's ready to go. Let's get some toast in the chat. I like it. That's for Tenshi. Tenshi says, Merry Christmas to me. Pink bass guitar. All right, well, let's move on. I love it. Thank you for the toast. Thank you for the bread. Coral pink. Is that shell pink or coral pink? Hold on. Am I screwing that up? Is shell pink? No, it looks shell pink. Coral pink's got more orange in it, right? Yeah, coral pink's got more orange in it. Chris would play that, dude. He'd be all over that. All right, here we go. We got some more gear. We can't really see it. It's too wide of an image. Let me see what I can do for you. Ooh, we're going to have to do a little bit of roasting. Hot! So let's talk about this. Chat, let's get in. We're going to have to roast a little bit. So we got what looks to be like a Strat in the corner. It says Tele versus Strat versus Jag versus Mustang based off looks. Looks? Ooh. Jag number one. Jaguar is the coolest looking Fender, in my opinion. And then I'm going to say Strat, then Tele, then Mustang. No, you know what? I have too much respect for the Tele as far as the tones and stuff, but I don't think it looks as good as the Mustang, maybe. Depends on which one. If it's one of the vintage Mustangs, one of the vintage Teles, it beats one of the Mustangs. But since most Mustangs look like Strats, I'm going to put it above. Jag, Strat, Mustang, Tele. Final answer. Because Teles are great guitars, but you ask anybody, do you like this? They're going to go, nah. Ice Cold says agreed. Okay. All right, but we're going to roast a little bit. Hold on. We got a guitar. Chat, can you read that? Chat, can we get some fire in the... Wait, what's a roast? Is there like a meat emoji? Is there a meat emoji? Like a chicken leg or something? Mustang is a car. Yes, there's a brand of car. For those of you who don't know, Leo Fender. There we go. We got to get some roast in the chat. Roast. Thank you, Rachel. We can't tell. It looks like a Fender Strat. But I'll tell you, I think it is. I'll tell you why. But anyways, if you don't know, Fender, Leo Fender, the guy who made guitar for Fenders, made the company, he was a big car guy. And once you know more about Fender and cars, you see they're really closely related. I love cars. Like, I love cars. It's guitars here, cars here. They're close. Anyways, yeah, let's get some roast in the chat. But yeah, could you take a picture with some, could you zoom in maybe? Thank God we got the Monopoly in the shot. Thank God. But anyways, so we got a Strat. I'm going to tell you why I think it's a Fender. I'm going to zoom in. See the bridge right here? We got two posts. We got one here. We got one here. Two-point tremolo. The other thing is that the headstock has what looks to be like a walnut. It's not black. It's not plastic. And it's not there. And it's got white right here. So I'm guessing this is either a made in Mexico Strat or American Strat. But that being said, what's going on here? Somebody got crazy with the paint tool. Said, no, you can't look at this. You can't look at this. Stop looking at this. I don't know why, but whatever's there, you could have picked it up and you went, nah, click. So we can't look at that, whatever it is, but it looks like a bunch of miniature motorcycles did burnouts all over it. But moving on. What else we got here? Can I move this? Yeah. All right, so we got Monopoly, guitar picks. But here's what gives it away that it might not be an American Strat. The amps. We got a little, well, I don't know what amps those are. We see a Laney. Laney's, I know Laney has a low budget model too. Laney amp. And that's like a really tiny Laney amp. It's like a 1x8. Little tiny guy. Let me see if I can find this amp. Laney's not typically cheap, but I think they might have a cheap version. Laney LX20R. Is that what that? Yeah, I see the X right there. Yeah, that's an LX20R. So it's like $200. Not super cheap, but you can do better. It looks like a Harley Benton. The headstock looks too much like a Strat. I don't know. I think it's a Strat, but it might be a Squire, but I can't tell. And then we have, what is that, a 2-Rock? Something like that? I don't know what that is. Is that the Harley Benton you were talking about? We got the small clone. Looks like. We got like a small clone looking pedal. Or at least a clone of a small clone. The amp we mean? Okay, sorry. Yeah, you might be right. It looks like Harley Benton. And then the bass. What do we got here? Schecter bass, maybe? I don't know what that is. You can't see. See, this is what happens when you send a photo and you can't tell what anything is. You get roasted. Chat, we have more door in the picture than gear. We have more door in the picture. Thank God you hung up your towel. This is funny. This I don't know, what do you think this is? You think it's family photos or something? This being on the floor is funny too. It looks like a jacket or a towel. I can't tell. Anyways, let's get some more roast in the chat. Thank you, Rachel. We got to roast this. Get roasted. All right. Let's get off of there. And then let me make this smaller again. There we go. Let's keep it growing. What else we got here? Oh, here we go. We got the Mustang. Let's see. We got a Vandalism Strat looking Mustang. That's interesting. Let me make this a little shorter. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this bigger. Boom. We're good. All right, everybody. We got a Vandalism sticker. Obviously, Vandalism Strat. If you don't know what the Vandalism Strat is, that is the Strat that Kurt broke at the Paramount concert. Had this sick sticker on it. I always wanted to get a reversed sticker, you know, because we're right-handed and Kurt's lefty. I always wanted to get a reverse sticker. I thought that looked cool. These are great, actually. I really like these Mustangs for 2 reasons. One, the Mustang knobs that usually come with them are gone. They have these little clicky things. It basically has, get this. It basically has, here, I'll switch cameras real quick. It has these kind of pickup selectors on it, but they're sideways. And they go 1, 2, and 3. They have a middle position and a off position. They're awful. They break a lot. I don't like those pickup selectors. So, that being said, this got rid of them. So, I like that. I've played this guitar before. I think it's excellent for the money. $200. I think the necks are a little iffy. Sometimes there's fret sprout. That's unavoidable. With some guitars, just the way moisture leaves the neck, things like that. You can fix it, though. But it has humbuckers and a 3-way pickup selector toggle switch, which is right there. So I like it. I don't know if I'm going to toast it, though. I like it. I'm not going to hit it with a toast, though. But it's a good model. I like it. But I'm not going to toast it. Starry says you're going to buy a 60s or 70s Mustang. I recommend them. I like them. Those are great. We're going to keep it growing. Let's see here. But yeah, great guitar. Obviously, Vandalism, cool. We got a Fender DG, what is this, 6 or something? 16, 60? 16. This is the original receipt. Is that 98? December 98, dude. This Fender guitar is still kind of in production. We got to talk about something, though. I love Fender. Fender makes phenomenal electrics. I think their acoustics need a lot of work. If you can get an acoustic around the price range of Fender, I highly recommend getting a Yamaha. Yamahas will take you home, dude. I've had my Yamahas for decades. My dad's Yamaha is in the other room right now, actually. But the bridge popped off because it's a 12-string, and that always happens with 12 strings. But I've had so many Yamahas over the years just come and go, and they're just excellent. If you have a Yamaha, let me know if you have a Yamaha in the chat right now. It's great stuff, dude. It's great stuff. I love them. They are such phenomenal guitars. I love them. But anyways, Fender, I think they could do a little bit better. They typically are a little more. This is interesting. If we look at the, hold on a second. We're going to zoom in. Enhance. These are not dots. That's highly unusual for Fender. They usually do dots. They don't really do anything kind of frilly. So, Peyton says, Patty, you skipped like 10 people, including me. Now you tell me. Hold on. Let me go back up. No. Did we? I thought we started off. Hold on. Oh, you know what it was? People reposting. People reposting stuff. You know what it was? For some reason, people think if they post it again, it's a good idea. Yeah, what happened was where was it? It was this. This tripped me up. I was like, oh, it must be right above this. So I went up and I went, that's it. Yeah, and I remember seeing this. So we can go back. That's okay. I remember seeing this though. I remember we didn't talk about that for sure. Yeah, see, this person also reposted their stuff. Yeah, sorry guys. When people, we got to make this so people can't post their, like, chatting, because that also messes things up. Wait, Peyton, this is not your stuff, though. Isn't this your dad's? Didn't you post this? Nah, it's okay. We'll go back up. Yeah, didn't we stop here? Yeah, we stopped here. I remember, because I put the 3 right here. Yep. Cup of Grunge's SG. That's okay. We'll go through it. All right, we'll go back down. Thank you for letting me know. We'll check out Peyton's dad's stuff. All right, so we have what looks to be like a made in Mexico Strat, a little far away. It's kind of hard to see. I'll take care of it, though. Zoom in. Whoosh. I'm going to say, oh, it might be an American, actually. Yeah, American. So I'll tell you something about the American Strats from the early 2000s and some parts of I think the late 90s. These bridge saddles are blocks. They're like literally squares. Whereas on most of the Mexican-made ones, they were bent steel saddles. So they looked more like this. So here, I'll zoom in for you guys. See how you can see there's an indent? You can like literally put your finger in there. The block saddles were in the early 2000s and 90s. They're an upgrade. They were definitely very nice. I like them. You can actually put your hand on them. Is it necessary? No, but they are better. Objectively, they're better. The mass in them, the actual ability to put your hand down and doesn't like scrape your hand. These aren't bad. I like them. But the bridge saddles on the American stuff, it was objectively better, but they didn't look as good. That was the problem. So people didn't like the blocks. So that was kind of annoying for people. But anyway, so we got that. Also, 2-point tremolo. See, there's a circle there. There's a circle. Let me just do this real quick. See, there's a circle there, too. It's 2-point tremolo, a little bit easier to use than the 6 screws. But again, not vintage correct. All the old guitars don't look right. Pretty good color. I'm not a big fan of that dark blue, but it's okay. But it's an American Strat. Looks like it's from the early, like the 90s or 2000s. I can't remember what year the block saddles came into play. But, yeah. And then, oh, you know what? I might know the exact year. I think that is an anniversary sticker. It looks like it, at least. And then we got the 2 string trees right there. That explains that it's probably American. And then you got the walnut. It's not dark black. It's like brown. But yeah, it's an American Strat. Looks like an American Standard. Great guitars. Just they're a dime a dozen, though. Country Gentleman. Is that a Country Gentleman? What is this? We got a Gretch. I don't know what year this is from. But I don't know much about Gretches. But we got signature Chet Atkins, looks like. We got all these pickup selector knobs, tone selector, blah, blah, blahs. Got a Gretch, the Bigsby. Bridge all the way up there. TV Jones style pickups, right? I think Gretches are good. It's got the double cut. I don't know if I'd ever own one, but you got the walnut color. I don't know if I would ever own one, but that's a great guitar. I like them. But I don't know if I'd ever own one. I'm not going to hit it with a toast, though. Great guitars, though. Fender owns Gretch now, by the way, if you didn't know that. Fender owns Gretch. Can we talk about the carpet? There's like carpet behind this. Isn't that cool? Adds like a nice... That's some presentation. I'll hit that with a toast. Did the other one have that? Yeah, this one also had like a thing. I don't think this looks as good, but I'm going to hit that with a toast. We got some toast for like the cool background stuff. I like it. I've never really played a lot of Gretches, though. We got another Strat. Another Strat. Ooh. I don't know about that pick guard, everybody. How do we feel? I'm not going to say anything. Hold on. What do you guys think of the pick guard? Skitty says, with the red and the black pickups covers and the knobs. Not a fan. Looks decent. Hold on. Let's do a poll. All right, everybody. If you like it, hit yes. If you don't, hit no. Let's see what people think. Vote now with your phones. All right. Is that a music? Hold on. Oh, I can't play that. I almost played music again. As someone who does art, I don't like it. That's funny. As someone who also does art, I'm not sure if I like it. There's just, I don't know. I don't think it matches. Looks like only 56% said no. Some people like it. Would look better with a black pick guard. I agree with that. If it was solid black, I agree. This looks like candy apple red too. Or conversely, if it was solid white. Solid white, solid black. I agree. Red on red? Maybe. All right, let's see. Let's end the vote right now. So it looks like it was 56%. 16 votes! That's not happening. You have to choose. Gun to your head. Gun to your head. You have to choose. I want to see 46 votes. We're voting again. You have to vote. Gun to your head. Right now. Gun to your head. I'm not proceeding till I see 50% of the people. I need 50%. You think this is a game? Do you think this is a game? All right, how many people voted so far? Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, it does. Hold on. 12 votes! What did I say? What did I say? 13 votes! I'll be annoying the rest of the show. Wow, I feel like there's no way 41 people are watching. 14 votes? Somebody's voting and unvoting. No, I want to... You got to vote. Gun to your head. Do you like this or not? Do you like this? 1 minute. 1 minute, 16 votes. There's no way we have 40 people in here with only 16 votes. There's no way. I'm holding out for 4 people. We need at least half. 17, 3 more. That's it, 3 more votes. Say yes. What? I don't know, man. I think if it was on a white guitar, that would look good, but not on red. I think there was a phenomenon with the streamers where there's a major portion of viewers. No, that's true. That's true. However, typically speaking, when there's a vote, usually half the people watching vote, if they're real people. We got 20. See, thank you. All right, that's all I wanted. Nobody vote. If one more person votes, I'll cry. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, see, we got 20. Thank you. I appreciate it. So people like it. I guess we're the odd ones out, but I'll tell you what. Maybe we should vote. on some more of these. Can we agree that this is objectively beautiful? Which is not. That's not how that works. But can we agree that Silverburst is gorgeous? We're going to vote on this one. We're going to do one more. All right, here we go. Let's vote. Silverburst. You guys want to hear the history of that? Let's hear the history. Also, hit those hearts if you're enjoying the activity. If you're enjoying the activity, hit those hearts. Ebony fretboard. I think it looks rosewood actually to me. I'll tell you why I think it's rosewood. This is black, and then this is brown. So rosewood's typically not brown. It's usually like super dark. Also, I don't think these came with well, they might have come with ebony, but anyways, it doesn't matter. But this is a Les Paul. Which one was this? Because there's the Adam Jones one that came out later, but I think this is an earlier one. I think it's a Silverburst. Yeah, Silverburst came out in the 70s. This is 78. I think it's 77, 78. I think it was a Guitar Center exclusive because they had a silver guitar and they said, what if we did a burst? And then they did it and they went, damn, that looks good. But the problem with the paint that they used is that it would turn gold. It would turn like yellow, almost green, which I think looks sick. But this one has been preserved very well. It's a later one, so they fixed the paint a little bit. So yeah, I don't think it's ebony. If you look really close, you can see it's kind of brown. But that's okay. Ebony and rosewood, both excellent looking. Starry says, you should hold a poll on signature guitars. That's a good idea, Starry. Oh, look at that. Everybody likes this one. Can we get some hms in the chat? Who voted for the yes with the lowercase s? If I could see who voted, I would. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, let's do another poll. Do you... No, not do you like. Would you buy? That's the real question. Would you buy a signature guitar? Yes or no? Signature guitars, for those of you who don't know, like if you wanted to get the Patrick Gnarly Stratocaster, it would be like a recreation of this. It would have a maple fingerboard, a roller nut. It would have a middle pickup taken out, a humbucker in the bridge, single coil in the neck, three-way pickup selector, a toggle, single volume, and that's it. Yeah, tremolo, non-working though. So if you could buy that, would you? Trustee says, yes, I have one. Excellent. Which one did you buy? NK says, no, I'm making my own. Wow, a lot of people say yes. I had a feeling that's how it was going to be. Signature models are cool, dude. I like them. I almost bought the Kurt Cobain Jaguar when it came out, but I decided I wanted to just make my own. You got the Ted McCarty PRS? Oh, today. You said I bought it today. I thought you were talking about Ted McCarty. Great guy. That's cool. Which PRS did you get? You've owned 2 Kirk Hammetts? That's cool, dude. I like it. You got a 99 Strat? Cool. Yeah, this is a phenomenal guitar. Can I get some toast in the chat? Toast in the chat. Let's toast it up. Great color. I would like it better if it was a custom. But not everybody has $4,000 lying around, so I understand why you'd get the standard or the studio or the classic or whatever that is. Anyways, great guitar. Love the color. Ooh. This is a controversial one. Does anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? Let me know if you know what this is. This is a controversial one for sure. We're going to talk about this one. A Strat? It is not. It is like a Strat a lot, but it is not a Strat. G&L, yep, you're correct, Starry. It is Leo Fender and George Fullerton, I think it was When Leo was like thinking he was going to get sick and die, he said, I have to sell Fender. I have to sell Fender now. So he sold Fender, and then I don't know why he did that. He didn't have to, but he sold Fender. And then he started his own brand called G&L, which is basically just Fender, but slightly different. These are very controversial for two reasons. One, if you've ever played them, they're a little different. The fretboards are a lot flatter, and they tend to be made, you can mainly find them overseas. Like, they're usually Indonesian made, which I like Indonesian guitars. Those are made very well these days. But that said, you were paying quite a bit of money for non-American guitars. And the ones you did find that were American were very similar. Here's the second issue. Where are you going to get parts? When you go to a store and you say, I need to buy a pick guard, that is not a Strat pick guard. It is not the same. It is not the same. So the problem is if you go to a store and you need to buy parts, you can buy some, but most of them won't fit. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, I like G&Ls personally, but I don't think I'll ever buy one. The resale value tanks super far down. I'm not going to roast it. Rachel's roasting it. All right, the poll's over. What was the poll? Oh, it doesn't show the... Oh, it does. So 28 votes. That got more votes than the last one. All right. But yeah, there you go. That's why signature guitars exist. If you can get Eric Clapton's Strat, get it. It's basically just a Strat. But that being said, he did do stuff to it. Anyways, we're going to keep playing Toaster Roast. If you're asking for music, sorry, I'm going to mute you just so you don't spam the chat too much. But this is a great color. Can we talk about the color on this? This is such a good color. It's got a Seymour Duncan humbucker in the bridge. I'll tell you what, this is a good color. You got like gunmetal. It's like brushed aluminum or something. Maple fretboard. I think that's classy looking. I like it. Can we get some toast in the chat? Can we get some toast in the chat? I think we got toast. I like it. And I'm not even a big fan of G&Ls. I like them, but I just would never buy one. This one looks good, though. I bet you it plays great. What's this? We got an Epiphone, a Les Paul. Okay. It's got, what is this, like whale blue or something? I don't know the color. Those are okay. I prefer there's one Les Paul from Epiphone I really want to get. I'm not a big Epiphone guy. I feel like the necks are a little too flat and wide. But we got lots of stuff. That are like comparable. So the market's huge. Epiphone's kind of lost it. But that being said, there is an Epiphone Les Paul in the it's called Hawaiian Burst, basically. It's basically just blue burst, but it starts like light blue and it goes to dark blue. It's so beautiful. You know what? I'm going to post it in the Discord. But it has orange knobs. Oh, it's so good. It's so beautiful. I've wanted one for years. It's so good looking. Oh my God, it's such a good looking guitar. If they made a Gibson version that wasn't like $5,000, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'll take this picture. Copy image. Let me go in here. I'll post it. And then I'll swing down to the bottom. Oh, wow, lots of people posted stuff. I gotta be careful. There it is. See, look at that color. That's an Epiphone. God, that's so good looking. Look at that. How it's like a light blue. It looks like the ocean, dude. Yeah, I love that. Oof. God, I love that. With the orange knobs. Oh, it looks so good. I love it. That's a toast. Hit that with a toast, dude. Anyways, Starry says, Patrick, my Ibanez was there. Could you do it real quick? It's very late for me. Chad, is that okay? Is it okay if we do Starry's real quick? Starry's very polite. I don't like skipping people because people get upset, but when Nirvana Nerd says yes, Rachel says yes. Is that okay if we do some for our friend Starry? It's like 1,000,000 o'clock. Fuzz says it's okay. Peyton says yeah. Brody says yes. Fuzz says I'm next, don't worry. Didn't we do yours? Fuzz? Did you post again? Okay. All right, we'll do it. Well, let me go down. Which one was it? Oh, is this it? The SG? Oh, is this the Ibanez you were talking about? Yes. Oh, that's so cool. It has the new headstock on it. Original tuner for the G strings missing. Interesting. Good job. So for those of you who didn't know anything about Ibanez, Ibanez used to be like the company that made copies of everything. They were huge. They were super good. Were they amazing? But they were great for the money. They actually were putting Gibson and Fender out of business a little bit. They were crushing. But look at this color. We got the one. Great pictures, by the way. Can we get some toast? Toast it in the chat right away. Look at all the pictures. Look at all the detail. We're going to get into this. Look at that. That's like a 61 SG, but it's got a wraparound tailpiece looking thing for the vibrato. It's like a different, and you got a roller bridge. Interesting. Great color. I love the color. Yeah, can we get some toast in the chat? Toast it. We got a trem on it. But yeah, if you look, SGs fall into two categories. There's the small pick guard. See how this has a small pick guard? There's nothing here. It's just wood. It was cheaper to get the bat wing. So if you have a big pick guard on yours is technically the cheaper one. So they just route through the middle. It's easier. Doesn't really affect anything, but it's a visual thing. Yeah, the small pick guard looks good. Somebody named Incel Wojak says, how do I submit my gear? Go to the Discord. Link's in my bio. But it'll take you a second to get through it. But yeah, you got to go to the link in my bio in the channel description. You'll see it. Anyways, humbuckers. That's a good sign. We got good stuff there. We got the 70s top hat style or the witch hat style kind of things. See how they're like this and they're huge, they're tall. Pick guard right there and the pickup or the output jack in the good spot. We got some cool patina. This is what relicking guitars. Let's do another poll real quick. Yeah, that witch hat, top hat looking knobs. Do you guys know what relicking is? Relicking is where somebody makes the guitar look older than it actually is. They like wear it away at certain parts. They check the paint so it looks like it's kind of crackling. They don't like smack it with a hammer. They kind of do, but not really. Relicking just makes it look old. Some people hate it. I like it a lot. If you've ever sat and played one, it's like, oh my God, this feels great. The Road Worn series from Fender was excellent. I loved it. The Road Worn series is so good from Fender. If you can find one of those, the old ones, oh, they're so good. The new ones are okay, but the old ones are so good. Yeah, relics are beautiful. Oh, yeah. And you know what? Vintage guitars just look cool, too. But, yeah, this is a great color. We got the walnut. See, like, these little dots and stuff add so much good character. Makes it look cool. Whereas if you just get a hammer and beat your guitar with it, it just looks like you beat your guitar with it. So, but the bridge, that's interesting. Who made that bridge? Is that Godot or somebody? It's like black. Looks cool. And then we got the block binding. That's pretty interesting. That's very 70s. And then you have like the little plate that's supposed to say Les Paul. This was actually supposed to be the Les Paul. Do dents count as relicking? As long as it's in... Here's the thing about relicking. It has to look aged. It can't just be damaged. Damage is abuse. Relic is wear. Does that make sense? Anyways, so this looks so cool. This bridge is so interesting. Shaler? Oh, look at that. It says... The Bowen hand? I've never seen that. But yeah, look at the bridge. It's like black. That's so cool. I like it. But yeah, Bowen hand. Is that what it says? Bowen hand? Oh, Bowen handle. Interesting. It looks like it's been well played, dude. It looks well set up. I'll tell you what. Let me show you guys something. Hold on real quick. If your fretboard is getting a little like lighter colored, if you want it to look darker, which I think it looks better, let me show you something. Hold on, let me walk around real quick. Real quick. I'll come back. 1 second. you guys need to get something called fretboard conditioner. And it's really inexpensive and it lasts a long time. And it costs like nothing. It's like $6 or something. So if you guys have rosewood or a dark fretboard, if you buy this, it's called Fret Honey, or Guitar Honey, excuse me, I call it Fret Honey, it's Guitar Honey. It comes with this red liquid. It looks pretty cool. If you buy this, I actually have it linked in my profile. I know it's like, oh, shilling, but no, it's really good. I've used it for years. I always recommend stuff that I like and I use and I trust. So the idea is, if you guys want to buy that, there's a link in my profile with all my gear. That's included. So, but anyways, if you want to get your fretboard like this, really dark, like, I bet you I can just show you actually on the show. Yeah, here, I'll show you. So you look at this. This is a pretty dark fretboard, but it gets kind of light up here where I play a lot. I will spray this on the show real quick just so you can see it. See how it's a little lighter up here? Because that's where I play a lot. It's like an oil, and it will just sit there and absorb, and I will just let this sit for a moment, and you'll see that it gets really dark really quick. It's like one shot, that's it. You don't even have to take the strings off. It's pretty cool. But anyways, I'll just hold this for right now so you guys can see I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, everybody needs like Guitar Honey. It's amazing. Back to the toaster roast. Anyways, let's go look at some more pictures. We got, oh, here we go. That is some damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh my God. That thing's been in an accident. Holy crap, dude. There's like a huge chunk. I'm surprised that little plate's on there still. Whoa. That's insane. Yeah, what, did you get attacked by a shark? Hold on, we got to hear about that. That's crazy. That is insane, dude. But you could tell that's what guitars look like from the inside and out. The color changes when you don't stain it and stuff. Or I mean, you cut it in half. That's insane though. What happened there? And then we got a bolt-on neck. That was common for Ibanez back in the day. You'll see a lot of guitars back in the day also say like steel reinforced neck. Steel reinforced neck. You'll see that a lot. If you see that, that means it's Japanese. Look at how big this heel joint is. It's enormous. If you're playing guitar and you need to hit those upper frets, you have like that much to go through. That's crazy. But that being said, it's not too big of a deal. But the strap being there is going to be a big deal. Your fingers are going to hit that. Your thumb will. But those are cool. I like it. Look at that neck, dude. Very 70s. Very 70s. This is checking, by the way. See, there's lines. That's the wood cracking and well, actually, that looks more like scratching, but checking kind of looks like that. If I had my Les Paul custom, I could show you, but that's got checking on it. But yeah, that looks like it's uncomfortable, dude. Does that impact your hand? I like the tuners; those are cool. But that looks like all of it. That thing's sick, dude. 78 Ibanez SG. You got it from your cousin. That's awesome. I bet you it still plays well. Yeah. The neck's smooth. It's actually very comfortable. Okay. It looks rough. All right, we're going to go back to Peyton. But yeah, I like it. I'm going to hit that with some toast, man. That's some serious toast. Go back to Peyton. Man, we got a lot of stuff. Oh, snap. This is a Rickenbacker bass, the 4001 or 4003. Does anyone watch the anime FLCL? Fooly Cooley? That's the bass. Or Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? That's the bass. Does anyone know what color this is? Not a guitar. Can we get some not a guitars? Not a guitar. Not a guitar. Still cool, though. Anyways, so this should be absorbed pretty well so far. I'll keep it on there. It'll just kind of like suck into the wood. It's pretty cool. Yeah, those are great basses. I played one. It feels like a guitar. It really does. This is one of the best basses I've ever played. If I was forced, gun to my head, you have to play bass. Patrick Gnarly, you got to play bass right now. It'd be one of these. Rickenbackers are weird, dude. They're just like, they have their own thing going. They do not care. Ricks are like, the way I would explain Rickenbacker is they are very different than what most people want. Most people don't like them. Here's what happens. Let me explain. Here's what typically happens to people who put their instruments up. What they'll do is they'll order from Rickenbacker, right? And they make their stuff in America, and it takes like a year or two for you to get it. Because like there's a wait list. Here's the problem. Most people buying them new get them a year or two later. They sit down and they go, I don't like this. The neck is really small. It's like a broomstick. It's really small. Not the basses, but... And then the frets are really small. So the frets are small, the neck is small, and they're kind of bright. So people typically will order them. They'll go, I don't want this. And then they'll sell it used, and that's how it usually goes. So Ricks are cool. I like them. The basses are good. The guitars are a really acquired taste. They're the root beer or the... what's another drink that like most people, or like you guys are probably too young to drink those. I guess they're like the root beer. Like not everybody drinks root beer. If you like root beer, you like root beer, but not everybody drinks root beer. So they're like the root beer of the guitar industry. Some people like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sprite. If you say, do you guys have root beer? Sometimes you'll hear no. That's what I would call Rickenbacker. I like them though. The basses are good, but I could see why most people don't. Yeah, Cliff Burton used a Rick. Yeah. But I like those. Oh, does anybody want to guess what color this is? What color is this? Yeah, I'll toast that. This is a toast for me, for sure. I don't like the color, but I love root beer, but not everybody likes it. Is it a Squire Standard? Yes, it is. It's a Squire Standard. I'm just showing off that if you spray guitar honey on the fretboard, it'll darken it up. And it'll look really good. Les Claypool used one. Yep. Does anyone know what color this is? I'm just going to tell you. Salted caramel. It's called Maple Glow. I don't know what the glow is, but they call it that. Maple Glow. All the Rick's colors are fire glow, blah, blah, blah glow, chocolate glow, stuff like that. The Iron Cross. This is an interesting guitar because... does anyone listen to Metallica? This is James Hetfield's guitar. What's weird about this guitar is he didn't own it technically. He had a Gibson Les Paul Custom that he had. And this is like an inverted color. So technically, Gibson made a guitar for James Hetfield. And then since Hetfield is endorsed by ESP made this for him. Isn't that weird? It's signed by Metallica? No way. No way it's signed by Metallica. That'd be crazy. It's probably on the back plate. But I've played them. I think they're okay. They're very expensive for what they are. They're like $1,600. I think if you're going to get one of these, I think you should just get a Les Paul. Or get a different Eclipse. Because I think these are a little more expensive than they're worth. But they are cool. Get the black one at least. That's the one I've seen the most. But they are cool. They got some nice specs. But I played them. I think they're okay. I think they're like $1,600. It's kind of expensive for one of these. You're mainly paying for the Metallica-ness. So. And then what else we got? Oh, Budweiser! Budweiser guitar. That's an instant toast. Instant toast. Gimmick guitar. Oh, and it's on the bottom too, so while you're playing, you flash it up like that, and people see Budweiser. Oh, that's cool. 2120 or 21 or $2,200? No way. The Iron Cross in white? No way. If they went up in price, that's a ripoff. No, they're $1,600. in USA. It's 1,600. Yeah, I'm not Canadian. You guys are the only ones who use your money. USD. Yeah, I was going to say that's absurd. But anyways, Budweiser guitar, instant classic. Love it. What's going on here? Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Laying a guitar next to something. That's going to fall over. And then we got a Firebird. Firebirds are cool. A couple other guitars. I'm going to tell you right now, these are the ones that get played probably. These are the ones that get played. Look at this. This is a suitcase. I have one of these. I have one in my room. It's a suitcase. Yeah, here's the other thing, too, about the Hetfield, though. Just because a guitar is made somewhere else doesn't make it, like, good or bad. There's great guitars everywhere. China makes a couple good stuff. It's just they're wildly inconsistent about things. Indonesia, I'm telling you right now, if you can find an Indonesian guitar, $200 to $300, they're excellent, dude. They know what they're doing. But yeah, we got another guitar, Jumbo. Look at that guy with the big old mustache. The acoustic right here. You got a mustache going on. It's pretty cool. But the Budweiser, that thing's awesome. I love it. Then we got more here. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Can we get more toast in the chat? Can we get some more toast? LTDs are made in South Korea. Not all of them. Nope. Not all of them, dude. Some of them are made in India. Some are made in India. Some are Indonesian. Some are Korean. Some are made... I think there's some... The E2s, do those count as LTDs? I don't know. But yeah, this thing is crazy. This thing's nuts. Does anybody know what this is? No, I got you, Brandon. No, I used to work at a guitar shop for a couple of years. I've seen them all. I've seen them all. Yeah, they were mostly made in Korea. Even what was it? Even PRS, they're switching their Korean stuff. But anyways, this is a really interesting guitar because I've seen this in person. I've played one of these. These are insane. Eli says, nice stream. Hey, thanks a lot for being here, buddy. This is an amping case. It's not a 12-string. It's not a 12-string. It's a 6-string. They only put the 6 on one side. Isn't that crazy? It's a 12-string headstock. They only put 6 on one side. You got to see this thing. This thing is bizarre. I don't think they play very well, but the case is what you want. Hold on. It's such clever marketing. I think it's a silver tone, actually. Hold on. Is it silver tone? Yeah, I think it's a silver tone. Or is it the other one? I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, here's what's cool about this. We're going to zoom in. Wow, enhance. So this guitar is not the star of the show. The guitar is okay. See, there's only 6 on this side, and there's none on the other side. Isn't that weird? Check this out. Star, you got to go to bed? All right, buddy. Take care, bud. Thanks for coming by. There's an amp in the case. See this? There's an amplifier in here. Isn't that crazy? There's a speaker, power cable. They call it the amping case. If you need an amp, it's in the case. That's such good marketing. It's an amping case. Oh my God, dude. It's so smart. I don't know if they sound good. I never got to plug it in because it was missing all the tubes. But dude, this thing is sick. Genius. I don't know why they still don't do this. They need to bring this back, dude. This technology is awesome. Oh my God, dude. These are so cool. You could buy these from Sears. Has anyone been to Sears? Anyone know what Sears is? Sears is kind of completely a zombie now, but Sears used to be like the place you'd buy like home goods and power tools, things like that. So, why is that thing moving around? All right, whatever. I'll just make it smaller. Shoo. Anyways, that thing's awesome. The other guitars, sorry. Amping case wins. Super toast. Super toast. I love it. All right, Peyton, I think that's all your dad's instruments. Tell him I thought the amping case was awesome. That's a whole sandwich, Tyler. That's the whole loaf. I love it, dude. All right, we're going to keep moving. Oh, wait, it's 9 p.m. I think that's the end of it. Sorry, guys. Fuzz Driver, it looks like you were going to be next for that. There's more here. We got to take a break there. Sorry, guys. It is 9 p.m. Perfect timing. We're going to take a break. We'll come back probably tomorrow. I might be taking a break tomorrow. Let my voice. Abby said, I didn't get to mine. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. But real quick, I just wanted to show the guitar I was holding. See, look at the fretboard. Look how much darker that is. Look at that. And I'm going to wipe it off. Like, look at the bottom here. And then look at the top. Look how much darker that is. See? That's just how it goes, man. You gotta get some guitar honey. It helps out dramatically. You don't have to take the strings off. But yeah, look at. Oh yeah, you could tell from there. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's much darker. It's good for your fretboard too. It makes your wood not dry out as much. And if you ever have things poking out the sides, a lot of times it can help out. But yeah, check the link in my bio. I got a video that shows off all the equipment I use, all that stuff if you're curious about it. But yeah, Guitar Honey, there's a link, Amazon. Help yourself out, helps out the show. But thank you guys again for being here. We're going to play more music. I don't know if we'll be streaming tomorrow, but we're definitely going to try to. But Tuesday for sure. Tuesday for sure. My voice might need a break. Anyways, thanks so much for being here, you guys. Good night. Join the Discord if you want to see more stuff. Obviously, say hi. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, everybody. I'm going to post the link in the chat. So that way you guys can copy and paste it. It's in my bio too. But thank you guys so much for a wonderful show. Hopefully I will see you guys again for more music. Thank you guys so much for being here. And one more. Thank you to the Hall of Fame people. Thank you so much to the people on this list. If you're on the Patreon, if you're a $5 Patreon supporter, you get all the backstage stuff. You get your name on the screen. You get to brag about it. You get some cool stuff. I really appreciate you guys. We're going to have some Patreon goals for bands. We're going to be adding more shows and stuff. I'm going to post about it. But if your name is on here, brag about it. If your name's on here, brag about it right now. I saw Abby out there. I saw Syra. I saw Meteora. Bug says you're the best streamer ever. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. It's only going to get better from here. I promise. All right, everybody. Thank you guys again so much for being here. It was a great show. We had a lot of fun. We were making fun of stuff. We made fun of only one or two people, I think, again. We've had the first one we did, we made fun of like half the people's stuff, dude. There were so many people taking pictures like with their feet and stuff. Oh, God, it was crazy. But anyways, once again, my name is Patrick Gnarly. Thank you so much for being here. Good night. Stay gnarly, everybody. Stay gnarly. Bye-bye.